Keeping dirt, dust, and other home debris at bay for homeowners can be a challenge, but it doesn't have to be. Collection of dust in the home can be made a lot simpler and hassle-free if you have the right tools. With me right now is the CEO of Oneida Air Systems in Syracuse, Chris Guerrera. Chris, thanks so much for joining me. Talk to me about what dust collection is.
Okay, Mike, thanks for having me.
Okay.
Dust collection, in Oneida's terms, especially with our product, the Dust Deputy, it separates the material from ever entering into a wet dry vac. For example, if you're doing a masonry job and you know how much dust that creates, the Dust Deputy certainly takes the air, cleans it, separates the material before getting into a wet dry vac. You never have to stop doing what you're doing. You don't have to unclog your filter. More importantly, you don't have to buy a new filter because the Dust Deputy separates the material 99.7%.
When I've used mine in the past, it's a wet dry vac, and you still got dust coming out of that thing. You got to empty it, you got to pull the filter off, you got to wash it. What makes the Dust Deputy different?
You don't have to do any of that. So with the Dust Deputy,
how's it work?
You attach it to your wet dry vac, and it separates the material. So it works as a trademarked and patented product that's cyclonic, separates the material into a separate bucket, and you can continue to work. For example, wood floors. I've just actually finished a wood floor myself, and I'm proud to tell you that there was no dust. And if you've done a wood floor, you'll find that if you don't have a Dust Deputy, you're constantly unclogging the filter, you're constantly emptying the container, and you're stopping to do the work. So it takes you a lot longer. If you're a contractor, you have guys on the job that have to stop to do this. So the job takes longer, it costs more, it becomes more expensive.
I was just going to say, this isn't just for homeowners then. If you have a shop at your house, or if you're an industry person, or just want to collect dust in the home, this works great. Explain how the system works, the Deputy works.
Mike, the Dust Deputy is a patented and trademarked design that actually separates material before ever entering into a wet dry vac. No matter what you're working on, masonry, wood floor, fireplace soot, it takes the material cyclonically, separates it prior to ever getting into your wet dry vac. So you never have to empty the wet dry vac. You don't have clogged filters. It separates the material 99.7%. So it eliminates that process.
Okay, Chris, we're here with the Oneida Air Systems Dust Deputy, a wet dry vac, and our engineer, Jake. Why don't you explain what Jake's going to do as we hook this up?
So Jake is going to show this morning how simple the Dust Deputy is to attach to your wet dry vac. Jake's going to take the hose that comes with the Dust Deputy, attach it to the inlet of your wet dry vac, to the outlet of the Dust Deputy. He's going to take the hose that comes with the wet dry vac, attach it to the inlet of the Dust Deputy, and we'll show you how it works now. Jakey now will show you from the video the cyclonic action of the material being separated into an Oneida bucket. As you can see, it's very simple, lightweight to empty, as opposed to having to remove the material and empty it from the wet dry vac. As you can see, there is no material. Filter is clean, no clogging.
Okay, Chris, somebody has their own wet dry vac. They pick up the Dust Deputy kit. What comes in the kit for them?
Mike, in the Dust Deputy Deluxe kit, we provide 2 5-gallon custom designed 100 ml buckets, the cyclone, the hose, and all the hardware necessary to attach to the wet dry vac.
Chris, if someone wants to get one of these, where do they do it?
They can find these in all Ace Hardware stores throughout the country, and they can visit our website, oneida-air.com.
There is a new sheriff in town. It's the Dust Deputy from Oneida Air Systems.